How to get the Loch Ness Monster pet in Adopt Me's new Scottish update. The Scottish update is one of Adopt Me's new updates coming out very soon. This update is seen to be going and replacing the Christmas update that we currently have. Adopt Me's not only going and giving us a Loch Ness Monster pet, they're also going and giving us a brand new pet. Stick around till the end to find out what. But first, comment down below your dream pet for a chance of going and getting it for free. So the question many of you guys are asking is, how do you go and get the Loch Ness Monster pet? Well, let me explain. To go and get this pet, you need to go and enter the Scottish update. You know how Adopt Me goes and gives us weather updates all the time? Well, they're now going and adding a new weather. They've been discussing going and adding this new weather update for a while. But today, they've officially announced what that new update is going to be. The update is called the Scottish Pets Update. To go and obtain the pet, it's going to be pretty similar to how you go and obtain other pets during the update, such as going and getting a pheasant. You need to wait until the seasonal update, which happens every month and stays in the game for 2 days. Then you're able to go and obtain it during those 2 days, and if you don't get it during those days, then you have to wait until the next time that it returns, which will be about a month. So this means that this is going to be a pet that will leave the game and then come back at a later point. Adopt Me is yet to confirm if this thing is going to cost us bucks or if it will cost us Robux. However, unfortunately, following a theme of basically every single one of these weather updates, one of them is going to cost us Robux. And there we go, I just called Santa Claus. For example, in the Scarab update, you could go and purchase a Scarab ball, which would go and cost you Robux, where there is 3 variations of the Scarab. A giant black Scarab, a giant blue Scarab, and also a giant golden Scarab. All of those will cost you Robux. However, there was a second pet that was released at the exact same time, which allowed you to go and adopt an Abyssinian cat, therefore resulting in 2 pets, one that cost bucks and one that will cost you Robux. So we have 2 potentials: either the Loch Ness Monster is going to cost us Robux, or it will cost us bucks. But based on the design of it, and I know that Adopt Me probably will sell this for Robux, there is a high likelihood that the Loch Ness Monster is going to cost us Robux. I might be wrong, and I really hope I am, but I wouldn't be surprised if you have to spend a couple hundred Robux in an attempt to go and get a variation of the pet. There might be more than one variation, but as for now, Adopt Me's only confirmed a green version of this Loch Ness Monster. Now you might question, why is this called a Scottish update? Well, the Loch Ness Monster is a mythical creature that is said to inhabit the depths of the Loch Ness, a large lake in the Scottish Highlands, which links to the next pet which I'm about to reveal. It's often described as a large serpent-like creature with a long neck and a head. The existence of the Loch Ness Monster has been a subject of debate and speculation for many years. And apparently many people have actually seen this thing in real life. I'm not sure I believe in it, but it's kind of like a mythical animal that some people are said to have believed to see. Kind of like a Bigfoot, but the Scotland's version of it in the Highlands. Which brings us on to the next pet that Adopt Me's going and adding, the Highland Cow. This is what the second pet that Adopt Me's going and adding into this update is. As you can see, again, it's a pretty cool pet. It's a cow. Lots of people are very excited that we are going and getting a cow, since I'm sure you're all aware that a cow is a very expensive, hard to come across pet, since the fact that this was from a farm egg. This is a pretty old pet to try and get your hands on, and I guess players are now pretty excited that they can now go and get their hands on a cow without having to trade like thousands of things for one of them. I definitely prefer the design of the Loch Ness Monster. I mean, theoretically, it could be that there is like 3 variations of the Highland Cow. We could get a golden Highland Cow, a diamond Highland Cow, and the Loch Ness Monster is the bucks one. But based off of my predictions, I'm going to assume that there's going to be a few variations of the Loch Ness Monster, and it'll cost you around like 200 Robux to go and have an item which you would go and throw into the water. Pretty much a pet loot box, similar to how all of these loot boxes work, where you go and open them and hope that you get something good. Speaking of that, let's go and open up this massive gift. Fingers crossed that I get the legendary. If I do, I'd actually cry. And we got a paper plane launcher, which is actually pretty cool, because this one actually yeets a little paper plane out of it, which is fun. As you can see, there's a little paper plane, and it kapow, and it's a grappling hook. That's about it. That's how the paper plane grappling hook works. So as for the weather update, since the Loch Ness monster is all about being in the Loch Ness, which is part of the sea, I imagine Adopt Me might actually get flooded for the weather update. I'm not too sure. I'm definitely excited to see what this will be. I've seen other players go and also leak an upcoming other update for a new weather, which I probably shouldn't disclose, as I think Adopt Me would get very mad if we leak the update unofficially. But there's definitely some other interesting pets that are coming out soon into Adopt Me, so be sure to be subscribed with notifications if you want to find out what those other upcoming pets are going to be. Click this video here to see what happens when I played Roblox Adopt Me upside down for 24 hours.